Hiya, welcome to Silver Bunny Stitches. My name's Jenny and this is my channel all about the cross stitch that I do. Hello to anybody new and welcome back to anybody who's an existing subscriber. We're joined today by our co-host Tess. She's my little cavalier. She's doing, I think I spoke about her last time, that she has lymphoma and she's doing super well still. We've got a vet check on Tuesday and they will check her over, but yeah, she seems to still be doing absolutely fine. A little bit unsteady on her feet sometimes, but yeah. So she's going to come and chill out here today. You might just be able to see her. Hi, Des. So I've got a couple of finishes to show you today, and then I've got some work in progresses, not very many for me, and a tiny bit of haul at the end. So I will throw you over to past Jenny to show you my finishes, and I'll see you back here in a minute. So unsurprisingly, the first finished was I'd Rather Be Ghost Hunting, which was by Knightsbrook Studio, and I had this almost finished last time. I just had to do the ghosts on the top. This one was on just count 16 black Ada, and the next one that I finished is Hands-On Design Polar Bear Peak. I was really excited when I found this one. I think it was Crate Nostalgia had it, because I couldn't find it when it first came out at Needlework last year. So yes, this is on a count 18 Picture This Plus by in the colorway Herald, and I did originally start it up here, but then I realized if I moved it down a bit I would have all this amount of fabric to do something else on. Fabric's not coming up as green as it is in person. So that is that one all finished, and I'm going to make that into an ornament for next year to go on the tree. So that is both of my finishes, Polar Bear Peak and I'd Rather Be Ghost Hunting. Okay, so now on to my works in progress, things that I'm currently working on. This one you saw last time, and I was struggling with it, and it is Shannon Christine Designs. Just find you a picture. It is a tiny picture, but there you are. And this one is called Broom Closet. I was struggling with this one a bit because it's I'm doing it on linen, and it was very bitty. There are lots of colours and lots of different places. So that is where we're up to now. And as you can see, it is almost finished. I've done all the back stitching. I've done all the actual stitching. And I've done almost all the beading. Unfortunately, I ran out of these green beads because I was using leftovers from an old Mill Hill kit. So I've had to order some more, which have now arrived, so I can get this one finished pretty quickly, because I think I only have probably about 15-20 beads to put in that are around this sort of area. But I absolutely am in love with how this one's come out. I cannot wait to get it finished, fully finished, so I can display it this Halloween. So yeah, so that's that one. And what else? Oh, that one was on Chromatic Alchemy fabric, 28 count linen, but I don't know what the name of it was. I picked it up from like a stash table at a retreat. The next one I'm going to show you is my Haid, and this is the last time you will be seeing this pattern. So it was mini aquis. I was struggling with it a little bit anyway because of all the muted colours that I didn't really like, and I didn't really get much further than when I'd shown you last time. And I suddenly realised that I was halfway through the horse's head at this point, and I only had this much fabric left. Now, I'm not sure quite how I managed it, but I only appear to have bought a piece of fabric the same size as the picture. So there would be no border fabric around it. Not quite sure how I managed that one. I was thinking about fudging it, but then I realised that I couldn't, because if I'm only halfway through the horse is centred towards this side of the fabric anyway, so I'd end up with him finishing sort of here, and it would cut off his cheek, and I was like, it just won't look right. So this one is, sadly, I'm getting rid of it. I will cut off what I've done and keep the rest of the fabric for something else. Yeah, I was really, because I put in so many hours of work and I'd got it to about 15-16% done. Yeah, so I'm really annoyed at myself, but we all make mistakes. So yes, I'm not planning on doing any other heids, but we'll see. I wasn't enjoying that one that much, but yeah. Hello. Right, next is one which is a start and finish since I last saw you. It's another Shannon Christine Designs, and it's Christmas Club 2. I have done the first one, which is Let It Snow, and then it says Somewhere Else underneath it, which is exactly my my feelings towards snow. Love how it looks, love being inside when it snows. Actually like being out in snow. What I do not like, which is what we get over here a lot, is where it snows, then it melts slightly, people walk on it, and it becomes ice. I have orthopedic problems, I have issues with my balance, so snow and me do not get on very well at all. So yes, so it can snow, but it can do it somewhere else as far as I'm concerned. So that, sorry Tess, I'm squashing her face, is Let It Snow Somewhere Else. It's all finished. I used almost all the called for. I just used my own gold, which is what I was using on the other Shannon Christine Designs, the Halloween one. Yep, so that one's all finished and all done. It is on a count 16 Ada, which is KLT charting one, in the colour Stuffing Balls. So I've done this one up here, and then my plan is that I will do the second one, which is Stay Warm, on the bottom half of the fabric. This is one of those fabrics where when I got it, I thought, what on earth am I going to stitch on this? But that was my whole point of joining a Fabric of the Month club, to challenge myself. So there's still loads of them that I'm looking at them thinking, what do you put on that? But I guess one day I'll see the perfect thing to stitch on them. Right, next is a buttons and beads kit I started. This is Wanda's clothesline? Yeah, clothesline. I did Wanda's house last year, so I wanted to start her clothes as well. This one is so much fun. I've got about halfway through with it, and I'm loving every stitch. It's such bright, vibrant colours, lovely bright beads. Absolutely have a blast with this one when I do it. Yeah, so there's a bit less kind of variety in the top half. So just got the socks and the rest of this coat, jacket. Yeah, so that's how far that one is. I'm beading as I'm going along because I don't like beading that much, that I would leave it till the end. And it's just on the kit paper that they put in. Yep. That one, and then I've started a new project. I don't have the cover picture for this to hand, I don't think, but it's done enough, and I think everyone's going to recognise it is the Jurassic Park logo. So I just need to put the K in and the J in the U, and then I'll have all the words. Dinosaur's almost finished because I'm doing it on black fabric. I'm not stitching any of the black. It's just going to be negative space, and then I just need to finish the yellow border around. So actually this one's stitching up super quickly. This needs infilling as well. I don't know why I haven't done that. But yeah, really enjoying this one again because it's a this is the other half of the black fabric that I used for the Night Spirit Studio I'd Rather Be Ghost Hunting. But yeah, super enjoying him, super quick to stitch up. My son chose this as the pattern that I should choose next, because that was my whip go for this month, was for him to choose. Sorry girlie, I'm bumping you on the head with fabric. Yep, so this will probably be finished by the next time I do a video and you see me. I'm trying to stitch things which have a meaning to me. So this I remember going to see in the cinema when I was little. We were visiting my granddad and we went to a fancy cinema in Middlesbrough. We just had a tiny little cinema where I grew up. This one was like one of the big IMAX type things. So yeah, and I love the entire kind of Jurassic Park set. I love all the films they've done. So I was like, I'll have that up. And my aim is that when my son is old enough that he no longer needs a playroom, that I will have a reading room and I'll have like references to books that I've read and things like that. And I have read the Jurassic Park books and I loved them as well. But quite different to the film actually. So next what I worked on was, I think last time you saw that I was working on my Ghosts and Pumpkins. So that is what the pattern will look like eventually. And I decided that I would pronounce the lady's name who does it as Svetlana Sikar. I'll put it up there so you can see it. And my aim was to do a quarter of the pattern. So I'd done this top quadrant and the next quadrant I was working on was this one. So I got it finished and I got it back stitched. So this is on count 16 Ada that I dyed myself. And yeah, so last time you saw it, I just had to finish off like this section here. And I've done that, and I've done all the back stitching that goes along with it as well. Really enjoying how this one is coming out. Absolutely gorgeous pattern. Yeah, so I think it comes up on my whip go again to do another quarter of the pattern. Hello, where are we going? Are you okay? You can't leave your bed because you're on the table. Back into your bed. Good girl. You stay there. Where are you? Where do you think you're going? Are you going? I don't know. That's my dog's voice, by the way. She speaks like this. Hello. You see the people? Say hello. No. No, I'm going to stress lick. You stay in your bed, yeah? Or else you have to go on the floor because you're not falling off the table. Yeah? Good girl. I don't know why, she's deaf. So I talk to her anyway, as if she'll understand me. So I only have one piece left that I worked on, and that was my Dimensions Peacock. And this, oh, she's like, don't stop scratching me, mother. Last time you saw it, I'd just done this little bit here, and now I've brought the peacock all the way down to, oh sorry, to whack me in the head with the frame. I brought the peacock all the way down to the bottom, and I've started doing some of the back stitching, and it is stunning. I am in love with this pattern, absolutely and completely. So I don't know when I'll be getting it out next, but when I do, I'll be going upwards to do the rest of the peacock's body. Yep, I got kind of a bit obsessed with it and just kept it on the frame for ages. I didn't want that and Wanda's wand. Well, just what I wanted to work on. I didn't want to work on anything else. So I stitched on them for ages. Are you wanting to go down? Yeah, you lick me. Okay, thank you. Just pop her down. Right, I have a tiny bit of haul, not much. Typically for me, fabric. I received a KLT charting Fabric of the Month Club. I did leave the Fabric of the Month Club, but I think she's still quite behind with them, so she's still got one. So I love the colour of this. Again, it's one where I'm like, no idea what I'll stitch on that. But it is called Horizon Sing, and it's 16 count 8. There we are. And then the last one that I got was from Coffee Craft Fabrics, from one of her, she does like Super Sundays or Fabric Sundays, where she just every hour she'll put up fabric to sell, and you can just sort of say you want a piece. They don't have names, but I just fell in love with this one. It's such a cool Halloween colour. Yeah, so that is that. Life stuff. Tess is doing fine. Had parents evening at school. My son is doing brilliant academically, but she wanted a separate meeting about sort of the ADHD, autism, how he's getting on at school with that side of things. Because she needs to fill out the form for the autism so I can send it off to the assessment people, but she needs to have taught him for 6 months before she could do that, and March will now be 6 months that she's been teaching him, so she probably needs to hand me that back next week as well. I think that's about it from that side of things. My MRI scan that I had for my balance came back as clear, but the balance clinic have decided to refer me to neurology to just double check, because they said I'm very young for getting balance issues. So I'm just going to have to sit and wait for a referral to come through from them, which I assume will just take months again. All the waiting lists are super long for the NHS at the moment. Has a letter about my son's ADHD, actually, to say that the assessment panel had looked at him and his forms that me and the teacher last year had filled in, and that yes, they agree that he needs an assessment and we can join the actual waiting list. So I didn't realise that we weren't on the waiting list. We were on a waiting list to get onto the waiting list. And so that was 6 months on that waiting list, and it will now be over a year until we get seen. Luckily, they will assess for ADHD and autism in one session, so we do not need to join the back of the queue for that. Yeah, so apart from that, that's sort of it. So I'm going to go and put all this away, and I will speak to you all soon, okay? I hope you take care and enjoy your stitching. Bye.